Yeah, what up, people? I don't know why I schedule these shits, man. Schedule it and I don't want to do it. But I'm gonna take y'all with me on the food run. Go and get something to eat. Not this shit. This shit good though, but I ain't eating here. What up, Benny? Just taking y'all on a little food run. Going to eat. A little tour. A little food trip. I schedule these shits and I don't want to do it. I hear you. The panel's open if y'all want to pull up. I don't even know if y'all hear me with this cheap ass phone. But hey, yo, what up, BC? Going on a food run. I'm hungry. I bet. This phone got caught in the rain the other day. I thought it messed up the speaker. I ain't gonna lie, I should have drove. This was a long walk. Oh, you already had munchies? When you see this food, you're gonna be hungry again. It's a little legendary spot in Williamsburg. One of the little food trucks. Yeah, word, the walk does make it worth it. Mitchell, what up? Shit, I'm almost there, man. Should have started recording when I was there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll pin the link if y'all want to pull up. Chill with me on this walk. Look like a crazy person talking to myself on the phone. Oh, like one more block, people. I'm starving. I can't wait. One, a few smoke shops that ain't get hit yet. It's crazy. Fucking people. You stay in the building. What up?
What's up, money?
Walking to get something to eat.
I
We gotta do a
know.
little tour, little walk.
Yeah, I know. Sounds good. What do you get? What are you
Huh?
getting? What are you getting?
You ever heard of the halal food? Like the chicken over rice?
Oh,
I don't know what kind of food it is, but I'm gonna show you. I'm almost at the truck.
yeah. Nice. Nice.
There's a whole bunch of food trucks to eat from out here. This shit broke down. I would have been tight if I was coming here.
So it's like one big plateful or what?
Huh?
What do you get? Like a chicken
It's
thigh
a
or a leg or just a
no,
rice
it's a
and
big plate with chicken, rice, the pita bread, white sauce, hot sauce, barbecue.
oh hell yeah.
It's 5 a.m. official, and it's late too, and there's a line for this shit. Oh, shit, I pinned something. I ain't realize. Oh man, it's hot as hell out here, yo.
Yeah, it's better here now, but it was like 90 and humid again.
The humidity is still at like 80 something percent over here. This shit got a line.
Is that
I
a
was
truck
bored, so
or
I figured I'd
is that
open
a
up a
truck?
pan with nobody. Huh?
Is that a truck?
Yeah, it's a food truck. Food truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Looked them up and shit. They kind of popping. Damn, I feel the heat coming off this truck. I'm sweating. The line is crazy. I'm cutting it. They know me over here.
I like when people go live. It's kind of fun to watch what's going on.
But I was gonna do the panel sitting in the crib, and then I decided to come out for some food. Now one more person ahead of me. All right. What's up, my brother? Let me get a chicken over rice, white sauce, hot sauce, barbecue, and a slice of pita bread. You already know. Huh? What? I've been everywhere, man. I've been working. I be working, man. You gotta make this money. Things are too expensive. You don't work, you don't eat. He said, "Where you been? I ain't see you in a minute." I gotta sit down and get out this damn heat. It's 100 degrees by that truck.
Yeah.
What you up to though, pizza?
Nothing. I had Chinese tonight, but it was out of a frozen box from Walmart, but it was good.
Besides the
So now,
frozen part, the Chinese food sounds good.
yeah, chicken. It was chicken, like the spicy chicken over rice. So yeah, it was good. And we played basketball all night long, and got sweaty, but now just chilling on the patio.
Getting that fresh air, trying to cool off, right?
Yeah, feels good.
Oh man. I was just bored. I figured I'd open up a panel, see if anybody wants to join on this walk. Nobody's live tonight. It was a boring night. Oh, I think B say drop. Hey, yo, if I'm boring the shit out of y'all, y'all can pull up, man. I'm just here trying to get some food. Angel, what up? Oh, you already know. Middle Eastern food, that's what it is. Got B say back.
No, I didn't drop my phone. Just like shut off for whatever reason.
Oh man. I'm surprised my phone is working. I'm using the hotspot from another phone. It's man hard to hear.
So is that enough? That meal you have, is that enough to fill you up really full?
Yeah, that shit gets me full. I
How
forced myself to finish it.
how much does that cost there?
It's only $10.
And it really fills you up?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that's
mean, he
good.
hooked me up because I've been coming here for years, so he gives me a little more food than other people. But even a regular order, it should hold you down.
Well, you can't even go to McDonald's, and if you want a double cheeseburger, fry, and a Coke, it's like $11, and it doesn't even fill you up.
Yeah, McDonald's got crazy expensive.
Yeah, it's
I haven't went to
bullshit.
McDonald's in a while.
Stupid, dude. It's so dumb.
Well, I'm trying to step away. This should make mad noise. Can barely hear you saying something. It ain't too little to pull up and chill with be safe. Can't really hear the generator off the damn truck.
I can hear you just fine.
The sound of my phone comes out mad low. I'm trying to hold the phone to my ear, but I'm sweating.
Yeah. No one wants to come up on the panel, huh?
Everybody acting shy, man. I don't know why. I don't hurt. I'm harmless, yo. Damn, I fucked up too. I put hot sauce on it. I'm already sweating because of the heat. Hot sauce is don't kill me right now. I just
Yeah,
realized that.
that's okay. You gotta have the hot sauce, man.
Yeah, the hot sauce is what makes it.
I put that shit
Heat
on
it up.
everything, everything.
Yeah, I had to stand away from this truck. Yo, the heat coming out that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
We got somebody else in the building. Yeah, we got Mitchell.
What up?
Mitchell, what up? What up?
Hey, Mitchell.
What's going on, guys?
Son of can't send me.
Yeah, Money's getting his good food there, halal food.
Yeah, no shit. I'm so jealous.
I just Googled it because I wanted to real. I know it's good food, but it comes in like free of pork, free of alcohol, free of toxins, and only certain animals. And they got to kill them the right way, also. So it's like it's better and cleaner. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it's definitely good. Yo, no tomato. No tomato. I ain't left it anyway.
Money, how long is the line there most of the
No,
time?
chicken.
Money, how long is the line there?
There's only like 4 or 5 people ahead of me.
How long does it get sometimes? When it's bad, how long is it?
It'd be like white sauce, hot sauce, and barbecue. A little more hot. Come on, man. And barbecue. That's good. Hold on, I'm gonna put this phone down. Pay real quick. Much again?
How how you doing, Mitchell?
Pretty good, B. Say, what's going on with you?
Just had a good weekend tonight. Just chilling out with nothing to do, and just got to be up at. I don't even have to be up until like 7:30, so I'm just chilling.
That's cool. I'm pretty much chilling also. Just watching a bunch of videos on YouTube today.
Yeah, I did too a little bit.
Uh, what's going on in Europe? Have you noticed the bunch of protests? I tried not to follow it, but I know it's blowing up over there. Have you seen
I
it?
did. No, I didn't, Mitchell. I did not.
That's fine.
I purposely didn't even read a headline today at all.
Yeah, I saw it on one of the other channels lately, and I'm like, yeah, I don't need to mess with that. But I see it's blowing. It blew up. Just wondering what about.
Like, like where? Or don't?
The UK looks like the
Yeah.
UK, or even I saw Aussie was doing a live yesterday. I caught the end of it. I think it was a Palestinian protest down in UK, Australia.
Oh, yeah.
But I only caught the end of it after an hour, so it was over already. So I kind of missed it. But it's kind of weird there because everybody looked silent and quiet, and even the cops. Like, does anybody live there?
Yeah. Yeah.
All these places, and I even saw one come in from Switzerland, and it looked totally empty. Like no people at all. It's like, these places are quiet. You watch Eli's videos, and you're in Manhattan. It's packed. There's people everywhere.
Right. Right. But it's quiet, huh?
They do seem that way, yeah. The other cities, but if you go back
Hmm.
to UK though, London's it's packed. But I guess the you get more expensive and less social programs, you get less people. Bada boom. It's true.
Right. Right. It is true. Yeah.
No, that's why it's Londonistan. That's why it got invaded because it has social programs. Come there and have your children. So they moved there and had their children. Yeah,
Yeah.
brothers.
Same as here. Same as here. So,
Exactly. But they're closer there. It's a walk across land there.
yeah. Yeah. Right.
Easier than here. Or else
Yeah.
they cross the English Channel, like I heard somebody saying today. It's like, okay, same shit, different country, but closer there. The English Channel's nothing.
Right. Right.
You by any chance see this lady, Michaela Montgomery, get up and speak down in Georgia for the Trump rally?
I watched most of it, but it doesn't. I don't. I think not. I
She's a
think.
young, well, she's a young black lady. She spoke early. She works at Chick-fil-A. She blew the place up. Something like you never saw.
No, I imagine I'll catch it later, but no, I didn't see it. It was good,
No,
huh?
she's an overnight star. There's no question about it. She'll run into you or you'll run into her. She blew the place up. It was amazing. Just a 20-year-old who works in she works in Chick-fil-A, and Trump stopped in there, and she went up to him and thanked her for saving her college when he was president. He granted some money, and she knew somehow that the college actually was saved by Trump funding it. They were having problems, so he got them
Oh
financed.
yeah, yep, yep. Now I
So
remember.
she was just taking pictures with them. Well, from that chance meeting, remember, Trump just happened to stop in. She now spoke at his rally and she took the roof off. I mean, it was great.
You mean when she came up on stage with him?
No, it turns out she spoke like earlier in the afternoon at like 4 o'clock for like 15 minutes by herself.
Oh, but am I talking about the same one?
Yeah, that's her. That's her.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she had like she only spoke for 20 seconds with Trump, but later that day I saw the full cut. I'm like, wow, I missed all of this. But yeah, she's amazing. Wait till you see the full cut. I can only imagine what's going to happen to her career. It's going to be interesting. She's going to bullet right up, man. Watch this. Last month,
Well, maybe. I don't know.
no, she's got a great career, and public. She already has a couple. I don't know what she was doing at Chick-fil-A since she, went through a university. But in the follow up, you'll hear she said, I'm all these, part of this, I'm part of that. It's like, okay. And now I'm sure you'll be part of, you'll get funding for all those things you're doing. And you definitely, I mean, you'll see it. You'll see it. I haven't seen somebody speak so well in I don't know how long. Which is, and I'm not pitching for the team either. This was just like, holy shit. You're fun to watch. And
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
she was.
She
I
can.
kept rewinding it. Like, where do you get those body gestures from? how do you, how do you figure all those movements out? It's very
Yeah.
subtle, but you've never spoken in front of 25,000 people before, and you feel comfortable. That's a trip. So yeah, Michaela Montgomery, man, overnight star. It's going to be interesting.
What's going to be interesting is Kamala's vice president.
They leaked out a video. Have you heard?
No, like I said, I did not even turn
All
on
right.
my TV today.
All right, then I saw it. I saw it 2 days ago. It's a congratulations video for Shapiro, and they have a bunch of people in it. It's a very well produced video, and the mayor of Philadelphia leaked it out. No big deal, It's Shapiro from Pennsylvania,
Yeah.
but it was leaked. It was leaked out, and I'm watching it. I'm like, no, this is the real. This is a real video. There's no question about it. And somebody leaked it.
So that's it, or you think?
I'm it's a really good fake for no reason if it is. What do you get out of it's between Pennsylvania and Arizona, so why would you make a fake video? What would you get out of it?
Well, I thought it was hands down going to be Pete Buttigieg, but that's good if it's
Where
anyone
did you
but him
where did you get that from?
from everyone.
I mean, who's everyone? People or like news sources?
I guess both. I've seen him. I've seen his face for the last couple weeks. I think even just like he's a
'Cause I never heard him as a nominee.
really
And
okay.
Andy Bashir from Kentucky, I heard. I heard Arizona. I heard Michigan. I heard.
Pennsylvania is the only one that makes sense because that's so important. So that would
Well,
that'd be a good move for her, right?
it's the biggest amount of votes. Yeah, it's straight up. So why not? So yeah, it's like okay, it's between I don't know 11 votes or 15 votes and 20 votes. So it's like all right, you, Arizona. I don't know if you have a strong case with the border, so take Pennsylvania and run. He scores. He scores pretty well, Shapiro. So,
Yeah, yeah.
but I read up on it. I just caught it. I'll throw it out. Shapiro is Jewish. So am I. So this is interesting. And it's like, all right, I don't want that team to win though. But so he has this problem where you've got the Palestinian situation, and he's Jewish, so he automatically loses that flat out. Let's say,
Okay.
but he volunteered for the Israeli army when he got out of college, and he's denying that because he doesn't want to lose the Palestinian vote. But being in the IDF is much worse than just being Jewish. The IDF kills people. So they found an article that he wrote, an op-ed, when I volunteered for the IDF. I just saw it. I was like, okay, this is going to light up real fast, whether he was in the IDF or not. Josh Shapiro. Is he? The Palestinian thing is gonna tear into it. Well, trust me, because I did see him already hitting on it. But yeah, it's tomorrow's news. Let's put it that way.
Right, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but everybody, you can't run for president anymore. Everyone has a life, and it just seems to always carry too much baggage.
Mm-hmm. It's a needle in a haystack. It doesn't really matter what you did and take your entire life. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Well, true, especially what you did when you got out of college 30 years ago. But also, I read what was it? Steven Spielberg or something had U2, the band, out on his private yacht, sailing around for a couple of days or a week. That must be pretty cool when you can invite, 7 or 10 really famous people out with you, out on your, 12-bedroom yacht,
Right.
sail around for a week or two and get spoiled. Yeah. There's a whole bunch of famous people.
Yeah, that's where it all goes down.
Bono and the Edge are hanging with you. Hey, Katie, I see you down there. What's going on, darling? I also saw I
I,
won't lie, but I saw the black white thing light up with Kamala like something you never saw before. Bam! It was on all weekend. Is she? Isn't she? Why should we? It's like, yeah, I want to see this con job. I don't mind saying it. It's like you guys have always asked for the blacks vote, and they've always given it to you. And whatever you give them or not, they're always there for you. But you just cut them out and gave the illegals money. Have you seen this video where this woman says she saw the persons in front of her receipt at the food stamp place, and there was a balance of $12,000 on it? I have to know if this works that way or not. That
no, I didn't see that. It doesn't surprise me.
Oh, it's a incendiary commercial because you make you want to blow up right away, knowing somebody on food stamps gets 14,000 a month, and then cash also. But I don't know if those receipts actually show that, or if it's all hype to get people going. But it's like I just saw it too. The lady was flipping out that the person in front of her was getting that much. But yeah, that's so. So now the blacks know that you dogged them, and you gave all kinds of money to the immigrants and put them in hotels and shit. And you're giving them money on EBT cards. But now you want my vote. That doesn't slide that well. So yeah, it's going to be interesting because none of those issues involve me, to be honest. But it just so happens to be an election year, so it involves everybody. But it's like, yeah, that's going to be interesting for them to have to answer those questions. Where you been? Where you been for 3 years? Now you
Um,
come, now you come knocking for a booty call.
um, all I wish is that people would understand how, and my best friend is completely opposite of me. So it's a really good friend to talk about. But what he doesn't understand, or what I don't think some people understand, like the immense cost it's costing, and it's not just our normal immigration, our normal over the last 30 years, our normal, maybe 1 million a year, or maybe two. Not even that. It was never even that. But the cost now of
Mm.
8 or 10 or 11 million times, imagine how much immigration. That's a great subject because my grandpa immigrated in 1901. The other side, longer, the ones from Switzerland came in 1850. So, okay.
Mm.
But even like my ex wife, now, here, just for one example, I don't usually bring it up, but I guess right now it's for an example. My ex wife was Mexican. And every time she came here, it was a circus act in the airport, in immigration and Homeland Security, and phone calls to me and holding her up for 2 hours. Uh, Even though she was legal, they really, really did everything they could to make sure, like, and it was ridiculous. At the time, I was very upset, but we're talking one person that's legal coming in, and how much trouble it was for her, instead of walking across the fucking river for an hour. You know what I mean? That's the problem now, is there's no the border and Homeland Security and the airports have a pretty damn good system going, right? I I think, but you can't have that control when you let them in 18,000 a day. You can't do that. So how is that a good idea when it's so important? Anyone flying here, oh my God, like the world is ending. Who is this woman? Who is she? But yet, that's
Katie,
my.
I feel you, and I just read your comment. I also have to say Trump was already president once, so
Oh,
uh,
KT, hello. I'm sorry. I didn't look at the chat.
a lot of people are throwing this baggage on him, and the answer is, well, why didn't he do this or show any of this when he was president? He's not shy about blowing his mouth off. So he was in the White House, and he didn't do half of these things that people are throwing on him. I'll gently touch it. Even the immunity thing. It only protects the cop in the line of duty, which is why cops can't run out now and rob jewelry stores, because that's illegal. So they still got to be doing their job. It has to be like a traffic accident, and they give them the benefit. But his ego's too big. He has to fill it with the good stuff of getting stuff done for the country, so he can walk around and be the most powerful man in the world. But he does it for good. That's all. All I can say is it's my belief from most of the research I see. And like I say, he's been there, and there were no wars. And can't really say why, but we can definitely say nothing did start in those dates. So it's like, all right, he gets credit for the bad, so he gets credit for the good, right, Bisay?
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. So
Hey, KT, how come KT, come up on the panel? Money's eating. Oh, come on, full screen, Money. Let's see it.
Hold on, let me get you on full.
I'm so hungry. I'm still so. Oh my God.
Soaked with white sauce, hot sauce, and barbecue. You don't even
yeah,
see the
that's a
chicken
pretty good
already.
sized dinner right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. And it goes down deep too. There's a lot. I'm gonna eat though. I'm listening still.
I gotta have leftover General Tso chicken.
Katie, I'm going to briefly touch this. They've been investigating him for 6 to 8 years. Right, started with Robert Mueller. They did that for 2 years. They had 18 attorneys. I mean, yet Trump is divorced 3 times, had 6 bankruptcies, and he likes women. That's all admitted. After that, he's been successful in a lot of ways. Um, but when he puts his mind to it, he gets stuff done, which is what I said to my friends 8 years ago when I started liking him. Because I never said this before, but I never liked Trump at all till he ran for politics. I almost would say I had a dislike for him, which is why I didn't want to work for him the year before. And I actually had the opportunity. I said it'll never work. He's just too hard of a person to work for.
All right. Hey, Mitchell.
Yo,
I know, I know you and I are on the same page about all this. We really are. In my heart, it's not about Trump. I think he's and some people disagree. I might still vote independent, but don't you? Uh,
go ahead.
Trump isn't our savior. He's I like his honesty. That at least you can kind of like believe him when he's talking, good or bad. Like he's conscious. Like he's speaking. Okay, right. So he's not. It's like it's not candid camera. If Trump speaks, you get to hear the truth. He's not reading. I don't know if he ever reads a teleprompter for more than 1 minute.
No. Well, yeah, he does. He does. He
Yeah.
just goes off it a lot.
Mm,
But it's all
so,
in there. But he goes off a lot.
but as far as like the 1A community, and what do you have to say about Trump being doubling down on police immunity and fucking also uh anti-abortion? These are the two things that I
Okay,
really don't like about him.
I won't touch the abortion because I just don't go there. But
Yeah, good.
I will go to the police side.
Yeah.
Now I watched him clarify it, and I think he said on his last speech he was going to give police federal immunity. I'm pretty sure I heard those words. To, Now I'm still trying to figure this out because I don't think anybody has a handle on it yet. People are just throwing around the term a little too wildly. But federal immunity, think it deals more with civil rights than crimes. That's more state immunity. Like the name everybody throws around, and I'll talk about it because we're on a low level channel right now, and people aren't coming in like crazy. The people are saying this Derek Chauvin shit. Okay, there's no way, and he never said that. And if you have the clip, send it to me. No one's gonna let a murderer go. If there was a situation where but not a murderer. I
No.
mean, because and first of all, those are state charges, and the president doesn't even have the authority. He can only do federal charges, which kick in all these times these guys get booked. It's always on state charges, and if they can't do that, then the feds come in with a civil rights violation. You've seen that happen.
Yep.
So if he's say now, I checked, 46 states have immunity right now and 4 don't. So the statement isn't even loaded. I mean, there's 46 states with immunity, but I think he only has federal powers, which is true. And I think that only deals with civil rights. That's as much as I can say about it right now.
Hmm.
He definitely pro cop. I don't know how a president or a mayor could be anti cop. That makes you a Bill De Blasio in New York, and they used to turn their backs on him when he showed up for a funeral. If you're anti cop, the police turn their back on you when you show up. When you're 10,000, that's a weird relationship.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So you kind of, yeah, I'll say it. You kind of almost should be pro cop, looking for the votes, and those are the guys that protect you all the time. I don't know what beef he would have, but yeah, the cops still have to be fair to the people. I mean, that's bullshit is
I,
bullshit.
I'm all pro cop, but I'm not pro immunity at all. You know, uh, there's too many young young cowboy cops everywhere. That's the problem.
Tell me what, it's just you and me now. So yeah, people could listen. Tell me the immunity you're afraid of. Give me a situation. Let's see if we can figure something out here.
Okay. Well, not to be dumb, but how about the latest one, Sonia Massey? I mean,
That's a clear cut 10 for 10. He's guilty of murder, no immunity. 10 out of
okay,
10, 10 out of 10 trials, that guy's guilty. He gets no immunity. Nobody sticks up for him. No cop, no union. They're all pulling their nobody is sticking up for him. The unions have all turned their back on him, said, "Sorry, you're on your own, idiot." But let's here. You're a cop and you're on the job. You're working. You're got the lights on. You're code 3. You're running, speeding fast, and you go through an intersection and you kill someone. This is where they have immunity.
okay. So,
So do they
like,
have
like, like,
immunity, or do you charge them with
I
murder?
don't think, I don't think it should be any different than me or you doing the same thing. That's all I'm saying. Like, that just because they're an officer doesn't give them any more right than if that same shit let you go through an intersection. Actually, the police might be more culpable because they should be more careful because they're going through an
Okay,
intersection, right?
let's say it's a car chase. Should we say no? Because that's even better.
Okay, right?
Because I agree with you. You made the point, and I said, okay, you're right. You're right. They should be just as careful. So that's why I said I give in. You're correct. So let's go to, we're chasing people, which they do all the time, and that's really where a lot of harm comes. Should they chase or no chase? I say no chase most of the time. Car chases.
Yeah, right. That's a
I say most of the situations, unless these guys have guns or used them or just committed serious violence, let them go. Because you're gonna make them hurt someone else, or while you're chasing them, you might do something stupid, like
which happens
like
all the time.
let's say they flip the car and kill someone, or
Yeah,
they
or the fleeing person flips his car and kills his innocent passenger, right?
or yeah, or there's a touch, something happens. It's like, okay, does the cop get charged, for killing the other people in the car, weird things like that. That's where the immunity has always That and juries don't convict for some reason. Cops doing their job. It's like 99% they won't convict on shootings already. That's just juries. It's very, very difficult to except the guy in Springfield, Illinois. Like I said, he's done 10 times over 10. He'll be guilty. I don't care if the jury doesn't speak English. That
Yeah,
guy's he's guilty. That jury's gonna say he's guilty. But I got one thought on that, and I want to ask it to you.
yeah.
Maybe you can help me. This is like I said. All right. Once again, he's guilty 10 out of 10 times. The cop is a murdering son of a bitch, and he's probably the most evil person I've ever seen on TV. But why? I have this question now that popped up in my head. Why did she pick up the pot of water? If I'm boiling something and it boils, I turn it off or turn it down and I leave it there because I'm putting something in or I'm going to eat something. I'm not ready to take it to the sink and put it out. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, well, why did she pick it up? Why didn't she just, he said it's boiling, so you walk over there and you turn it way down or you put it on another burner. But it's like she turned around, and I'm not blaming her or anything, but I'm like, yeah, how come it went down that way? Do you feel me?
Well, I do, Mitchell. From the bottom of my heart, I know what you're getting at,
I'm not
and
getting at anything.
that was
I'm
not a
just
good decision by her.
yeah,
But
I'm not getting at anything. Trust me.
no, but yeah, when you're in that, that's a
It's just a weird.
man.
There's
That's a
no answer
terrible
probably.
question. Right, right.
But I'm just thinking naturally. It's like okay, I just go turn the temperature down. But I'm like, all right, yeah, she picked it up, and it's like, ouch, yeah, just and then you have the idiot of the century in your house.
She, you know what? Just for fun, I'll tell you this. She fucking had. Let's say he shot and shot the pot out of her hand. She probably had the right to grab a gun and shoot back if he was trying to kill
Absolutely.
her. If he was trying to kill her for no reason, why can't she defend herself?
Well, no, I've been watching too many videos this weekend. I had the time to, and I'm
Yeah,
hearing people say she got down and raised her hands because I really can't
no,
see. I
she
can't
did
see
not.
huh?
She didn't do anything to provoke
No,
a
she didn't
shooting.
provoke him, but she like when he drew, she got down. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. She didn't do anything. She protected herself from this crazy guy.
Right, but then here we go. Here we go, Mitchell. Number one, he should have drew his taser first. What? There was no
He
weapon. She
he shouldn't have drawn anything.
he didn't. Wasn't she the one that called the police? Right.
Right.
So he should have drawn. If anything, he should have drawn his taser. She didn't brandish a gun or like a crossbow
All he had
or
to
a
do was
grenade
walk
or
two
something.
feet towards the door. That's all he had to do. Take 2 steps back towards the door, if anything. That's all he had to do.
So where are you going with this, Mitchell? Like, what
I'm
is it?
like I said.
Is it partly? Could she have saved herself? Maybe, maybe.
No, because he
Put her
set her up
hands
to
up.
go over there.
No, no, he wanted to fucking kill her when he walked in there. That was, if you watch it
Right.
100 times like me, you know he was just itching.
Correct. But I'm just like I said in the back of my mind, it just was like, okay, Even if she would have turned down the temperature, he probably would have done something on her. But I'm just thinking, why did she have it in both of? Why do you pick up a pot? I'm sure she was nervous, scared out of her mind, and didn't know what to do. But I cast her no blame. But I'm just trying to figure out why it went that way.
Well, here's the truth, Mitchell. It's not even the.
See, that's the point where I add spaghetti to the pot after I'm boiling the water. That's me. I'm after I'm done boiling, I'm about to add something to it in the sink. I mean, in the kitchen, I'm making something.
We don't need to hear. We don't need to hear from the goddamn attorney or the sheriff, or we need, if we want to fix that problem, we need to hear from the fucking Congress people, not the sheriff or the cops, or we need to hear from the Congress people who make these fucking laws. It's not just the police fault. It's the laws that the Congress has to speak up once in a while about this shit. They are the ones that let the police or not let the police do what they do. It's the Congress people, congressman, congressperson, whatever it is. That's who's responsible.
The civil rights lawyer breaks it down very, 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 very basic and very simple for easy for you to understand it, and freeze frames it frame by frame and shows you where the pot was when
Aussie, are you talking? Aussie, you talking about civil? Good man. Are you talking about the civil rights lawyer?
Yeah, the civil rights lawyer's video.
Yeah, I know.
On the Sonia Masson, it shows you everything. She picks that pot back up and does puts it up you could see that she puts it down, and then when she goes down, she has her hands up. She hits the deck, and then you can see it all. It's he puts it in slow motion and he shows her, and then then he moves forward and she picks it back up as they're getting closer to her to protect herself, and she has every right to protect herself. He shows that. He says that in his video. She had every right, even if she did pick up the pot, re-pick the pot back up. She has every right to. It shows you frame by frame, everything in.
Well, a new law, for example, could be you first have to draw your taser for one shot, and then you draw your gun.
Yeah, but they shouldn't even have hired him. He can't get hired again after getting dismissed from another agency.
There's gonna be another him next week.
That's why you can't hire a fired cop. Once they get fired,
Mitchell,
that's it.
I watched the actual the internal affairs in investigation, like the interrogation on him from that old agency where he got fired, and the chief of the police there was ripping shreds into him the whole hour and 40 minutes of
he seemed very like a stupid individual.
Yep, he is. He was in the military. He was in the military first. And all of that got booted from there. Got booted from the military first, and then become a cop, and then was at 4 different agencies at the same time. Money's finished eating.
Yeah, the police chief that hired him. It's simple. If you don't give that guy a job, you don't put him in a position of hurting other people. 100%. And he should have not had that position. That's where you pass a law.
And that's the thing. Yes, exactly. He didn't lie on none of his paperwork either. He put down that he'd been fired. Like pretty much, he resigned in lieu of termination.
Well, I'm sure that pops up in the system everywhere you work.
Yeah, it's on the. They have to fill it out when they're on their paperwork. And if they lie on their paperwork, like that's straight away they get sacked if they find out.
Right.
Or if the chief even cares, like this chief, like that chief doesn't give a fuck. Oh, I've watched a few different things. I've even watched. There was one podcast I only watched about half an hour, and it was a bunch of ex-cops talking about how bad it was, and then still making excuses for him. It was fucking putrid.
Nah, he's twice her size, and he charged towards her. Come on.
He went towards her. It even shows the second officer. He's got his gun pointed straight at that officer's back with his finger on the trigger, like straight on his back, man. Like he steps in front of his own partner to go around the corner and shoot her in the face.
Right.
And he done exactly what fucking he said he was going to do for no reason, because she said, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." But if even the civil rights lawyer puts up on the screen what rebuke means, all of that, and there's nothing. It doesn't mean you're going to fucking I'm going to attack you. Doesn't mean nothing. There's no threatening meaning to rebuke at all. He's
right.
Fucked.
It's non-threatening, is what you're saying.
It's non-threatening at all.
There's no threat there. You're right.
Yeah, you look up the meaning.
He was twice. He's twice her size. It's a joke.
Fucking 3 times the size. He's a big boy.
Yeah, you can't be scared of this woman. She can't threaten you.
And just the bullshit that he talks and the lies that he says. She was trying to throw the water at me. Like he started it all. Like she wouldn't have had to throw in the water if you never pulled your fucking gun out.
Right, but his body cam wasn't on.
No, but the other guys, you still get all the angles from the other guys.
Luckily the other guy had it on.
Yeah.
We wouldn't know, because asshole kept his off.
Yep, but it'd be a big cover up. But yeah, it's fucking putrid, man. That'd be fucking gets prison justice. Some cunt gets their hands on him. I don't know, but what do you think about what's going on in the UK at the moment? Well, the riot.
I was asking that earlier. What's that all about?
It's the government letting in all the illegal immigrants.
No shit.
Yeah, and they've had enough. People have enough. It's becoming a race. It's the government doing their thing to keep the division between the people. It's like a race, like a religious thing, Muslims versus Catholics.
What was your Palestinian protest about?
That's the thing that they're protesting over in England about.
Wow. So we're everywhere now. Okay.
Everywhere.
We're circling the globe.
Yeah, it's going crazy everywhere. And that's exactly what the protest that I was at yesterday was about, the Australian government being in the pockets of the American government that's funding the war against fucking Palestine, like that's what they're all saying and carrying on.
Can I throw this out before I forget it? That Ukraine downed a $300 million Russian sub. Yep.
Fuck yeah, no.
Submarines rarely, if ever, get destroyed in war. And I read it that today that Ukraine took out a $300 million Russian sub. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
We just built We just bought fucking 3 nuclear subs off you guys.
I know you fully loaded over there. Yep.
Yeah, our waters are protected, but that's one thing. That's probably why our population's a little bit lower than a lot of other countries, because back many years ago, when the Prime Minister decided to close the borders and said, if you try coming in here in a boat and we turn you around and you don't turn around, we'll blow you out of the water. And
yeah, but you're just too far away.
They stopped coming in. Yeah, they stopped coming in droves. But back then, like in the 80s, 90s, and that, they were coming in droves. Boats were coming on the shore everywhere because there's so much. Yeah, by boat, and there was so much land for them to come in on either side. Like it was hard for them to stop every single boat. So I ended up landing on shore. They were drowning before they got there. There was all these dead bodies floating in the water. So they decided to fucking close the borders, turn them around, and go send them home.
I had no idea the UK thing was about immigration. I thought I saw that someone killed 2 people and injured 7 with a knife, and I just thought this was some continuation.
That's one. Yeah, that's one. No, that's one thing. Like that's another riot that they had there. There was another riot where they had 5 kids taken, and by social services in the Romanian fucking community, fucking got up in arms and rioted about it. Wanting the kids back. They set buses on fire and then rolled over police cars. That was one. That was a few weeks back, and then they had the Tommy Robinson fucking thing, all the far right with all the far left against far left, fucking, you know what I mean?
Wait, the United States is the quietest place right now.
Man, these guys are getting like fucking millions of views on their fucking channels from all these riots, all these auditors that are at their riots recording. Man, they're far out there fighting, like they're throwing bricks at cops, hitting them with palings, like breaking the fence down, setting things on fire. Police dogs, the riot squads are coming in, and the dogs are attacking them and chewing people on the floor, and they're taking their riot shields off the cops, and then they're setting the hotels on fire.
I'll be back in a second. I got to check on my kids.
All right.
Oh, good, BC. Yeah, they're setting fucking hotels on fire.
So we got off easy. Well, when Netanyahu was here, they painted our monuments red, with spray paint. But that's nothing compared to what you guys got.
Yeah, they're going.
Or UK.
In the UK,
you ever live in the UK?
Nah. My grandparents my grandmother is from the UK.
Gotcha. Well, you seem to know it pretty well. I had to ask.
Yeah, I watch a lot of auditors over in the UK as well, because our laws here are like they're based off half American and half English, like the UK. So it helps me on both sides, because our country's based off America and England. Like, you know what I mean?
True.
So, our cops act like American cops. They walk around looking like American cops with guns and all that shit. Where in England, they don't carry guns. Not all their cops carry guns. You know what I mean?
True.
But we're a Commonwealth and all that sort of stuff. It's crazy. But our government's in the pockets of America and England, and we're all together. We're all pretty much one big fucking when it becomes
those Australian cops at the rally, did they have guns? All of them?
Yeah, every single one of them. The ones in the blue uniform, like the dark blue uniforms, they were they were TRG, Tactical Response Group.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like the riot squad. They got Land Cruisers. They all pile in the left side of the Land Cruisers. They wear helmets. They got all their gear in their trucks if it becomes hectic.
Well, if you heard me earlier, I was saying that I think the vice president pick here, Shapiro, is going to be Jewish, and he volunteered to be in the IDF when he got out of college 30 years ago. So they're going to run with that than the Palestinians for sure. They're not going to like that. They're definitely going to protest that.
Yeah, yeah.
If
100%.
if they're protesting in Australia what's happening in UK, yeah, then it's game on everywhere.
Sure.
All right, I'll have to. It's too much. I had the 4 Trump trials here, the assassination, the Kamala.
He cuts a
It's
big
like
up book.
UK is just overload at this
Biden,
point. It's like wow.
Biden Nelly Carkin it, and his mind's got losing it.
Yeah,
They
and
have to
so
bring
it's
in
all
somebody else
happening.
to take over, and it's all going crazy over there as well.
Hard to catch up with the details and keep them all on. All right, I have to forget that case because I just can't follow everything. Yeah.
It's crazy. It's going fucking burger. The world's going fucking nuts. It'll be a civil war soon. It'll be another civil war. All these countries going fucking crazy.
We're not there yet, but what did you think of what did you think of the killing of the Hamas leader in Tehran? Someone had good aim.
Yeah, good shot.
I heard a rumor.
They all look the same. Them cunts. So who knows if it really is him?
I heard a rumor that's all it could be is that the bomb was there weeks or months ago, and they were just waiting. And then they had the intel that he was there that night, and they just blew it up. It could be. Because how could you have a projectile go hit Tehran? That's a lot of distance. I look at it each time, and a missile couldn't travel 600 miles undetected. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
But a bomb in the air conditioner 2 months ago, it's feasible. In the VIP house. Yeah. Ouch. That's real spy business right there.
100%. 100%. I think like we'd be fucked. Like the drones and the shit that they got over there. If they come here and flew them cunts here, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But it's the thing, we're so far away. I mean, we're pretty close to China and all them, like, you know. But it's like ever since Japan tried like attacked us, it's the only up north. That's the only time we've ever been really attacked. Like we haven't had hectic terrorist attacks or bombs or shit go off. Like, you know what I mean? Our country is pretty fucking chill.
Yeah, well, I heard Ukraine got the F-16s now, and those things are just badass. The F-16 is one of the best fighter planes to ever come out. So
yeah, I got a RAF base pretty close to here, man, and fuck, we got some mean fucking Air Force.
Yep.
Yeah, it's very close to here, and we've got some mean Air Force, man.
So I'm pretty sure the F-16s can do a number on the tanks, even though they already got the tanks covered. So I don't think Putin's going to be making too many more moves if they keep the planes in the air and they know how to fly them. F-16s will help your ass out a lot. A lot.
Oh, we've had little bombs, but nothing fucking hectic like America has, and fucking what they say they've had, like what the government says, like towers coming down, planes flying into fucking building, fucking bombs blowing up buildings, fucking, you know, we haven't had hectic shit like that.
Right.
We've had probably one or two. We've had one or two over the whole fucking time our country's been, you know, fucking. So we're pretty chill over here, relaxed. Cops aren't, but cocksuckers. How to be getting on in time over there at the moment?
Oh yeah, it's 11:15
No, yeah,
Sunday night.
1:15 Monday.
So do you follow our election over here, Aussie?
Oh, a little bit. Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Well,
I watch a lot of shit.
Kamala wants to take everybody's guns. Okay.
Yeah, and then Kamala wants to take everyone's guns, and Trump wants to give the cops full immunity, so the cops can kill anyone they want. So you're fucked either way.
But the immunity doesn't give the cops the right to do that, though.
It just gives them immunity from being sued.
Yeah, if they actually did something that's not totally horrendous. They did something that's horrendous, that like the guy in Chicago, they don't get no immunity. They just go straight to jail. You know, DWI, there's no immunity. You're done. You get caught driving drunk on the camera, there's no immunity. You go
on the camera.
There's still been
times where it's been covered up when it's on camera too, and they let them go. You know.
Well, yeah, if they can, they will. Yeah. That's the reason they say that I'm on camera. There's nothing I can do. It's like it's obvious you would do something if the camera wasn't here.
We're hot. We're live, and they point at it like, "Yep, like it's on." Like fucking motherfuckers. Yeah, you're doomed either way. It's the same as the government here. It doesn't matter what fucking government you put in.
Yeah, we're not doomed.
You're doomed either way. Your government's fucked. You got all these ordinances and shit. I did a live with fucking the vigilance committee last night, and a panel, and we talked about like a few things here and the difference here compared over there and stuff, and like we've got freedoms here and stuff that you guys don't have. You know what I mean? Like our land's our land. There's nobody can tell us what we can put on our front lawn or how long our grass has to be, or you know what I mean, or what we have in our backyards. There's unless it's a structure where for somebody to live in, or park a car or workspace, you have to have a permit to put that building up. But that's it. There's no permits or no. We don't have no we don't have ordinances and all that sort of stuff. Like your local governments make all these ordinances that are unconstitutional, unlawful, and they still get away with it. And the sheep just abide by it. We don't have.
Yeah, but the pendulum does swing both ways, and now it's swinging back in their face, and they don't like it. But it's swinging both ways, and it usually does. Might not be fast.
It'll do that forever, Mitchell. It'll do that forever. It's like you said, it's a pendulum. It goes back, forwards, back, forward, back, forwards.
Yep.
It just goes back, forwards. It'll keep doing that forever. For the whole eternity. You're like, it'll just keep doing it.
It goes both ways.
Yes, it goes both ways. It's back, forward.
Its middle name is Karma. What can I say? It goes both ways.
Yeah. And sometimes it's one of those pendulums where there's two balls and one swings and they smack in the middle and they go the opposite way. You know?
That's the cash envelope that got in the way there. Yeah. Mhm.
Exactly.
Yep.
They bang in the middle, they bounce the opposite way, and then they don't
That's
swing the
right.
same way. You know? You'll have that hiccup every now and then eventually they'll start swaying it the same, back, forwards, and then bang.
Yep.
You have a hiccup, and then you Americans are going all right in the Olympics at the moment. So the Aussies.
Yeah, I've been watching that one. I saw the opening ceremony, huff huff, and that was it. Then I heard about the boxing issue. What do you think, Aussie? If you have a
Yeah, that's
XY
putrid, bro.
chromosome, you're a man.
Yeah, no, that's putrid. No, that's putrid. That cunt should never been fighting. Yeah.
I agree. The last thing I want to see is a woman get her head beat up in the corner.
Yeah, exactly, man. That was putrid, man. There's been so many funny memes and shit on Facebook and all that sort of stuff of fucking Tyson wearing a wig.
Swimming and basketball, that's a whole different game. But boxing, okay.
Yeah, boxing or judo or something like that. Wrestling. No, that's a no-no.
Wrestling would be unfair, but boxing could cause actual murder, or death, I should say.
Yeah. All long-term problems that you just don't know about yet.
Yeah. Because the guy defending her is like, look, she's been in plenty of boxing matches before. She's been hurt before. But she just said no way to this. 40 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, fuck that. I'm not getting hit by that. That bullshit. Should never happen. Should never have happened. Because the professional boxing world, like they're not happy with that.
Right. Yeah, I don't know what they think they're gaining by doing that. It's really strange.
Propaganda.
Say it.
It's just all these fucking titles that people have gotten and all that sort of shit that there is now. Like even my son, he's in Colorado now, and I speak to him. I said, so all the little chickies, you got any little girlfriends yet, son? And he's like, he's only 15, and then he's like, nah, Dad, all the girls here are weird. They either fucking dress up like furries and have butt plugs as like fucking and with tails hanging out their ass, or they're lesbians. Like he goes, they're all walking around kissing each other. Like he goes, it's fucking weird over here, Dad.
He's in Denver.
Yeah.
Denver, Colorado.
Yeah,
okay.
In the outskirts. Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting state. Denver's very interesting.
Yeah, he goes literally butt plugs in their bumholes with the tail hanging out there, with the tail hanging out their clothes. Like, what the fuck? I cracked up laughing when he said that to me. I was like, funny little shit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Well, yeah, when they legalize weed first and then they legalize mushrooms after that first, you got to know there's some, not strange people, but it's very, very different there.
Yeah. Hey, Ozzy, let me jump in. And over by you, don't they treat weed almost as bad as like heroin or cocaine or?
No. In New South Wales, like you can grow up to 49 plants and it's only a fine. Outdoor, not indoor. In my state. That's in my state. You can have 49 plants and it's only a fine. If you have 50 plants, it's cultivation charges and all of that.
Okay, but you don't. But you don't have dispensaries where you can go buy it.
No, we don't have dispensaries. It's still illegal at the moment. There's medical. People get it for medical. There is some dispensaries, but
Yeah.
not for all the public to go in and just buy it. But I got some mad edibles at the moment, and that from California medical and shit from you guys. So 500 milligrams edibles, and gummies, and lollies. Which are pretty rare at the moment, but in Australia to get shit like that because we don't have all that shit. Vaping, like vaping.
Yeah.
They just made a new law here that it's illegal.
Bisa, you have easily obtain a handgun to keep in your house for protection in Michigan?
Yeah. Easy.
Okay.
Easy. I guess that's the good thing. If you want to, actually, Mitchell, I wanted to talk to you forever about this, but did you know that before January 6th at the Capitol, did you know that there was a dry run and a test at the Michigan Capitol about 6 months earlier? Do you know this?
I don't know that, but I've seen FEMA drills on the internet.
No. I'm talking insurrection at the Michigan Capitol in
Oh,
Lansing.
at Michigan. Okay. They staged an insurrection?
No, it was a real one. They were protesting, and people from everywhere went in with their AR-15s and their AK-47s, open
Fuck out of
carrying,
here. No kidding.
and stormed the Capitol and went in and flooded the Capitol. Everyone open carrying high power rifles, which is actually legal. I'm going to probably get fucking kicked off of the internet for reminding people the truth, but they went into the Capitol and there's actually no law. There's no law against open carrying inside the Capitol. You would think there'd be a law against that, but there's not. And they did everything they could to stop it, and they couldn't. Nobody had a loaded weapon. Nobody threatened anybody. I wish it's the first time I ever spoke openly about it, but it's everyone in Michigan fucking knows it. This was before January 6th. So there's a lot of evidence to say this was a test run for January 6th. Anyway, that's what I was kind of getting at.
Yeah, except January 6th was weapons free, technically.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This was even
Yeah.
even 100 times worse. You had maybe.
And did those people go to jail?
Nope.
Amazing.
This was in downtown Lansing, Michigan, in the Capitol.
Love it.
It never, it it never attracted much national news at the time, but it should have.
Oh, I'm sure I saw it. I just can't pull it up right now.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I don't know.
That's great to hear. Because
But
I can picture it. It's real easy to picture.
oh, there was guys. Oh my God, You gotta just check it out. It's
I'm
I
gonna.
can't
I'm
I
gonna.
can't even I can't even believe that it was legal to do, but it was legal. And now they have like, I don't know, it's still legal, but now they have precautions to prevent people from assembling in that manner. I don't know what they've done. I'm
Well,
not. I don't do that. I wasn't part of it. I don't would never do that. But I'm so happy that they did.
while you brought that up, one of Kamala's videos has her saying, we'll take your AR-15 and we'll send you a check, a small one at that too." She targets the AR-15. She said it's gone, and you get a check. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Right. No way.
Yep,
Um.
that's her quote. But we get mandatory health insurance. I know that's Bruno and I get it. Do you pay for it now? She would give it to us for free, including every illegal. That's her words. I've been picking up a thing a day. I'm like, okay, I got that one. These are pretty huge statements she's making. It's like, I'm get free health care. Okay.
That'd be a big change for your country. Free healthcare like us.
Oh boy. Yeah, we would be Australia. There'd be so many
Yeah,
changes. We'd be turned upside down.
yeah, that'd be a good thing for you. It's like, you know, I believe
Well,
it should. You pay enough tax to be able to get free healthcare. Like fuck,
when
your
she
ambulance
said,
services, ambulance services being privatized and all that, they're useless. They don't do nothing. We have our ambulance turn up and they'll fucking operate you on the side of the road and save your life there, and then transport you. You know what I'm saying? Like
I got into a car accident and they charged me
your
$100 a
ambulances are
mile to go
terrible.
9 miles to the hospital. $900.
Fuck hell.
Yep, yep. Luckily, I had a lawsuit because it wasn't my fault. But yeah, they $100 a mile, basically.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's fucked up.
Yep.
That's fucked.
What's healthcare in Australia? Socialized?
Free.
So it's socialized. Is it any good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What if you need
All our
what if you need a kidney taken out? No, not a
yeah,
kidney.
yeah. See,
What if you
all the
need
people, all the doctors that work at our public hospitals and all the surgeons and all that, they all have their own practices as well, private practices, and they work for both. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So you're getting the top notch. You can get private health insurance. No, but your operation, you'll get your operation done quicker if it's not a life threatening operation. You have a car accident, you're getting picked up, you're getting taken, you're getting, mate, everything's free. You know what I mean? You don't come out with a bill at the end of it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, if it's a car accident and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? You pay insurances like for your tax, like for your car. You know what I mean? You're all insured. Everybody's got to have a third party insurance, and that covers like you know what I mean. Other people's, like the other people in the other car, and we pay enough taxes. Everything's fucking like it's brilliant. Like I broke my jaw back years ago, like when I was younger, and I come home and I got pissed and I got like had a cone and just passed out and I hit my waterbed. I fucking fell down and hit my jaw on the waterbed on the frame, and it broke my jaw. And I woke up like 3 hours later in pain. And within 2 days, I had my jaw fixed and everything. I didn't have to pay a cent. And it was all done from inside. It was like I don't have a problem with it. The titanium plate's still in my jaw. Metal jaw. You know, it's very good. You might sit at the hospital for a few hours if you just got fucking, you know. COVID or something. Shit. But apart from that, it's pretty good.
So is your son just here for university, or does he want to live here?
No, he's only 15. He moved over there with his mother.
Okay.
Yeah, and my daughter moved over, but she come back to stay here with me. She's 17. My son's
So
15.
I have to ask. I have to ask why they want to come live in a crazy country like America when they could be in Australia.
My ex-wife, she fucking loved America. Like she always wanted to move to America. When I met her, it's probably 20 years ago now. We were together for 15 years and 14 years, and she something about America. Her and her best friend, like they used to be. Everything's America. It was America. I want to live in America. I want to go to America. And then when we split up, she fucking went on the old online date and met some American dude, and then I knew she was gonna 100%. And she loved America that much that she wanted to fucking meet some fucking dickhead online, get married to him, and move there.
American.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, get married and move there, and then she's set now. You know what I mean? She married already. She only moved there in March, and she married already, and she only met the dude twice in person, and they already met on the third time they met. They got married.
That poor guy. That poor
I'm
guy.
not saying anything, man.
Suck shit, the cunt. Now he has to deal with the cunt. Like, fucking oath. I was like, you can have the cunt. You can have her. If I have to lose my son,
I'm not
you can.
saying anything,
If
man. I love being
if I have to
single.
lose,
That's all I can say. I enjoy
tell me
being
about
single.
it. Tell me about it, Mitchell. Tell me about it, brother. I enjoy being single too, bro. You know, I got friends with benefits too, don't you worry. I got a chick that I'm seeing. She's only 28, but
That Ozzy, that poor motherfucker. He is gonna pay so much money for that mistake. Maybe not tomorrow, but within a year or two. Oh yeah,
Why did
yeah,
he
yeah.
get married so fast?
No, he got married. He actually married her, right?
yeah, he's already married. They're
Oh yeah,
married.
yeah. He's fucked. He's fucked.
Yeah, especially if
He's a
he's
stupid
stupid
cunt.
enough to get
And- and-
married that fast.
And he got a bit of money too, and she's just a real Westie. Like she's a real bogany Westie chick, and she's never man. She lived with her grandparents. She had nothing. When I met her, she had nothing. She had those. You know, I took her under my wing, and then we ended up having everything. We had our own house. We fucking separated. We sold that. She blew all the money, and then fucking met some dude in American house. He's married.
Oh, she must have a real pretty smile, man, to get married that fast.
Nah, to be honest, no, she don't, brother. Oh, being honest, she got no teeth. She got dentures.
Ozzy, you're probably gonna be best friends with him.
But I'm telling you, when we split up, bro, all her teeth started falling out. She got dentures, not from drugs or nothing. She got bad gum disease, all that, like something to do with the calcium and stuff in her gums, all that. And she had to get she got full dentures, and she's not even fucking 40. And this poor cunt's getting gummy bed. This poor cunt's getting gummy bed.
Right. That's why he loves her so much.
That's why he got married. She got no teeth, and he can gummy bear her.
You just go crazy. Yeah. No worries.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
No, he's a snowboarder and all that sort of shit. And fucking, she moved from that
poor motherfucker.
She moved from a rented place over here that was an ex-housing commission house, like a government housing house that somebody had bought and fucking painted and rented out. And I left her with all the furniture, the car, everything when I left. And then, now she's living it up in Colorado in a big house, fancy cars with no teeth. Plus, she's got
Poor
fat
guy.
and everything, man. I swear, America, she got fat already. She's like fat. She never used to be fat, and she's like getting fat already. Poor thing. Eating all that good food. All those big servings you fellas eat over there.
Supersized.
Supersized. Yeah, that's him.
The more sugar, the better.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. We don't have none of that here.
That's why we're all so fat. We walk down in airplanes now. We're fat fucks.
That's what, man. Even my son, like, he started going to the gym because he's starting to get fat. He said, and but my ex, man, she getting fat, bro. I swear I wouldn't even be able to pick the cunt up. You can have a buddy. You can have a. I think he's a bit older too, like older than me. But I do miss my son, 100%. But my daughter's here, so.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a few things to do very shortly, so. Yeah. Go see a man
Me
about
too.
a dog.
What's that?
In about a minute. I said I got to go see a man about a dog. In about 2 minutes. So oh. Oh, he's under the spaceship.
Yeah, this is my umbrella.
Yeah, it's a mad umbrella. All the little lights under there and that.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
seen it the night, Gavin, on New York Natives when you're doing the alien night, UFO night talk. Yeah, it was funny as.
Yeah, I tend to sit out here on my patio by my table, so
Yeah, that's fucking nice. I sit out on my veranda all the time. On my balcony. Especially I go and smoke cigarettes inside the house, like always out on the balcony.
yeah, right. Me too. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't. Or and my joints I smoke out on the balcony, even though it's fucking illegal, like no cunt's gonna dob you in for smoking a joint, like.
So it is illegal.
Yeah, it's illegal.
Mm-hmm. I was talking about I was talking that you had very strict. I was talking like you had very strict penalties, and then you said, no, it's not that big of a deal.
No, it's not that big of a deal. You get fines. It's unless you get caught selling the cunt, like, or you got a grow house. You might get a couple of years in. You might get a year or two in jail or whatever, but that's about it.
Back.
You don't. Yeah, but my uncles and they all grow it and shit. They always have their up to 49 plants outdoors up at our property and shit. And if they ever get busted, like that, they all it is a fine, so they don't care. You know what I mean?
Well, I have an alternative view of drugs. So whether you want to hear it or not,
I'd love to hear it.
I believe all drugs should be legal I don't give a fuck
I've
if
thought about
it's
that.
here. I don't give a fuck if it's heroin or fentanyl, whatever. I mean, it's already here. It's already available. It doesn't matter. So make it legal. And if you have to regulate it, I guess then you do. But I mean, uh, so let me tell you a story. Back in the '90s, the the U.S. Attorney General and Mitchell, maybe you remember. You're just a little older than me, I think, but I think it was like Janet Reno, Attorney General.
Janet Reno. Hello.
She, but I don't know if it was her that proposed to make all drugs legal, and they fucking threw her out before she even got started.
Nah, she was in Clinton. She stayed with Clinton for a long time. She
Yeah,
stayed there.
then
She
that
wasn't
wasn't her.
thrown out.
Then that wasn't. Maybe it was before her, but there was an attorney general who proposed this.
Now, she might have said it, but she was still with Clinton for a very long time. She dug her heels in and never left. But yeah, there were some issues with her policies. Yeah.
Well, make it legal. The only reason they don't want to is because they can't control it and they can't, like, let's say South America, they can produce, really actually produce cocaine and manufacture it. And it's like the only place in the world, I think, that really grows it and manufactures. And no one can handle that because you got to be you can't grow the shit in the US. So that's why no way can that be legal. No way. We can't, even though it's obviously there's no way to well, here the problem actually the reason is everyone makes too much money on busting people for it. So that's the reason. That it's not about health or
Well, the trial lawyers attorneys association wants to keep it illegal. They like the criminal fees they get.
right.
50, 100,000 from a criminal who gets busted on the spot. Well, they pay right up.
All right. Well, even though I believe all drugs should be legal, then if they're not illegal, then the government should declare war on the cartels, but they won't. Are you kidding me? They're going to go down to Mexico and declare war when Mexico, you know, we need so many GM workers have factories down there. We can't separate from Mexico. That's impossible. So we don't want to fuck with the cartel either.
We
But
don't have to separate. We can put a tariff on every car that comes across the border if they don't cooperate with us in other ways. There is that power if you know how to use it. It's there. Actually, since you brought it up, it was threatened. Trump actually, a lot of people use the term bloodbath. Trump used the word bloodbath. Oh, there's going to be a bloodbath. Yeah, he said if the auto industry, Trump is trying to build back Michigan. Whether you believe it or not, that's his intent to help Michigan. So he said to Mexico and China, don't think you're going to fuck around and do this. I'll put 100% tariff on the cars, and there'll be a bloodbath down here if you guys want to play it that way. Okay, he meant it towards the car industry, and he said, "I'll put 100% tariff if you guys think you're just going to get away with this Mexico trick down here. How do you like that? Ha ha ha!" And it's like, "Yeah, you did that to China, you hump." And it's like, right. So you guys will believe me. Now let's work out a deal we can all live with.
well, but then again, they're even Gretchen Whitmer, our governor, and Trump. So it sometimes it doesn't matter what party you are on, but
Right.
They're building new battery plants in Michigan. So that's Gretchen Whitmer's thing on TV every day because you don't live in Michigan, you don't see it, but um, building all these new electric vehicle batteries in Michigan. Like they're building the biggest fucking plant in the U.S., I think, but they're now that's what they're gambling on is, oh, well, we'll build the batteries here and not in China, and we'll see. We'll see. It um, sounds like a marketing, propaganda. Maybe we'll open one plant and solve the whole world's problems, right? Bringing back, bringing back the auto industry, but just one plant, 8,000 people.
Well, yeah, you
That's
got
a
to.
lot.
Electric vehicles have a place, not a majority, but definitely a place, and yeah, we gotta fulfill that spot. So
Well,
yeah.
Trump and Whitmer are trying to take credit for the same shit, though, Mitchell. That's what I'm saying. Like, who's in charge? How are you going to make more jobs here just because of this battery plant? We got to talk about where the cars are made, where, there's so many
Well,
plants.
that's why I said I clipped it. It's in my phone. He threatened. That's when he used the term bloodbath. He said, don't think you're gonna do this shit. I guess he was talking to the Chinese government more than Mexico. Well, Mexico would get the tariff, but yeah, there's gonna be some cooperation there, which helps Michigan.
All right, I'm out,
Base.
guys. I've got to go. We've got to
All
go
right, Aussie.
do a
Good
couple of
talking to
Yeah,
things.
you.
Errands.
yeah,
Ladies,
okay.
ladies,
Thanks
gentlemen,
for
be good,
that.
eh?
Thanks for the info, Ozzy. It was great.
All good, my brother. Be good, eh, guys?
Hey, hey.
Well, anyway, Mitchell, it's kind of funny because Michigan just is messed up. It just is. They shut down a nuclear power plant 3 years ago, about 30 miles from me, and it supplied a good percentage of the Western Michigan, and they shut it down because this new green agenda, right? And Gretchen Whitmer's made it, sound great. We're gonna go green. They spent billions and billions putting up these fucking 400 goddamn foot tall wind turbines, and they don't even work. And so after
I just
three,
I got the update. Those need new parts after 9 years.
yeah, it's not even been that, and they need new parts. But anyway, so they go with this wind bullshit and the solar farms. Don't even get me started about that because that bullshit's going on in Wisconsin in my parents' neighborhood, and the government's they're gonna get screwed. They're leasing land, they're buying land, and then for these solar. Anyway, let's go back to the wind. Um, so they shut down this nuclear plant, and it takes a long time to shut down a nuclear plant, right? It takes them over a year. And it doesn't matter because even if you shut down a nuclear plant, you got to employ at least 100 people for the next 50 years to maintain it. It's
Right.
ridiculous.
Exactly.
So last year, what did they do? Oh no, we're going to fire it up again. Um, and they reopened it this past year. So they fired it up after like 2 or 3 years because they had to face the fact it's actually sensible and reasonable to use it. It's already there, and you can't just shut it down. It's impossible. People don't understand. There's one in Wisconsin that they shut. No, no, no. Yeah, yeah. In along the Mississippi in Genoa, Wisconsin, they shut that thing down 30 years ago, and there's still 50 or 100 people that work there just to maintain it. So
Yep.
why not use it? Why not use it?
No, that's where the government does stupid stuff.
There
Trump
should be
tells
there
Trump
should be
tells
more of them. There should be more of them. I hate to say that, but
no, Europe has a ton of clean nuclear power, and it's like, well, how can they do it and we can't?
as long as you're smart about it, you can do it.
Every time I bring up Anwar drilling in Alaska, people are like, "Oh my God, yeah." It's like we have 100 rigs in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, no less than 100 in the Gulf of Mexico, in the water where hurricane come, and no, they don't spill. No, they don't ruin the fish. No, they don't ruin the oil. Doesn't come up on the beach. So we know how to drill cleanly.
Yep.
It's very obvious.
Yep.
I don't know what to say. So yeah, use your own first. It's free. It's like, what would you do? Grow your own plants or go buy weed? I'd be growing mine for the cost of what weed is. Hell, I grow mine if I could. I live in Florida, man. If they ever let us grow our own, this place will look like a joke, man. With everybody's 5 or 10 plants.
You got the perfect temperature there too. Everything.
I mean, come on. Even if you get it wrong, how wrong can you be with the sunlight, the heat, and the wind, the humidity? Maybe it gets too hot, but oh well, you're still gonna be okay. You'll
Yep.
grow it in the winter
Yeah. Yeah.
and put it in your freezer in the summer. That's all. But yeah, we're voting for it again this year. And like I said, it's not going to affect my lifestyle, but okay, let's at least get it legal. I'd love to be able to at least smoke a joint in front of a cop one day. Because my whole life it's always been illegal.
Well, even in Michigan, it's legal. I can grow it. You can smoke it, whatever, but you can't do it in public. So that's another ironic bullshit
Well,
part. But whatever.
when New York City did that, it amazed me. Because all anybody says is the smell of pot is everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. And it's like, okay, amazing that they didn't say has to be inside. I mean, no, everywhere. So you have to explain it to your 4-year-old kid, standing on the line for the movies. What's that? Oh, that's that smell from your bedroom, mommy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I remember trying to keep that from my kids. It's like, yeah, this stuff smells, man. It's really hard to cover up.
Well,
Weed.
in Wisconsin, they will the like when I was young, the police would come into the school and they'd burn a little bit of weed so we could all smell it, and so you can identify it because they wanted the kids, they wanted us to turn in our own friends and family.
Yep.
Here, kids, smell this so you know what it smells like, right? It was so fucking bullshit. Meanwhile, everyone's smoking it. Everyone always has smoked it. Everyone. The goddamn doctors in town doing cocaine. Everyone's doing these drugs. So that's my point is why not legalize all drugs? It's ridiculous. Why not fucking get over it and regulate it, but make it legal? Don't put people in jail for fucking what we are
Right.
already doing, you're never going to stop it. I mean,
Yeah,
you're not going to stop it.
we're almost there. If a couple of states keep getting it every year, it's another 10 years, it'll be a done deal. Pretty much, more or less.
Well, then, but you got to make cocaine legal too.
I used to say to my, just like you, I used to say, you make 300,000 a year. You want to come home on Friday night and get a gram or an 8 ball, and if you can control yourself, what's the big deal? You get whatever Saturday and Sunday. You're on your own with. So you do a gram on a Friday night. So what?
Right, exactly. And it's like weed. Whether it's legal or not, I've always been able to access it, or cocaine. I mean, I don't do it, but it's everywhere every day. So the mission the mission behind the war on drugs doesn't really make sense. Regulating it, making it safer, that makes sense. Keep people from dying, yep, that makes sense. Keep people from killing each other for it, that makes sense. But just to make it all illegal all the time does not make sense to me. Doesn't just doesn't.
Didn't Portugal go to 100% or close to that?
I don't know.
I think so. I think Portugal has many drugs legal. They threw in the towel, and I think that's one of the tests that we'll see how it works out. Yep.
Oh,
If you're gonna buy heroin, you're really gonna buy heroin from the street or the government. The end result's gonna be the same with your life, regardless of who your supplier is. You
well,
know.
my neighbor 2 doors down, like 7 years ago, she was 21, and she either got bad heroin or they gave her too much or something, but she's dead anyway. She's a really pretty girl. And so that was another thing. Like, what did who gave it to her? Who gave her how much? Nobody got charged with nothing. She just died, and oh, it was a accident. Okay. So how do you prevent that? Because now it's happening 10 times worse than 7 years ago. You know what I mean? So that's just
Oh yeah.
happening all over like they say, 200 a day. 200 a day.
Well, you see, people don't realize it. That's the way World War III is going to be. Why go to war when you can just poison the country of their young male adult population slowly but surely over 5 years? You know what I mean?
Right. 100,000 a year for 5 years. It adds up.
Voluntarily, they're killing themselves. You
Right.
don't
Right.
even have to send in warplanes. So yeah, they're not stupid. There's no drug problem in China. They kill all the drug dealers.
that's Yeah, that's
It's real,
partly true,
it's
right?
real simple. Singapore has the same deal. You deal, you're done. Boom.
Yeah. Shit, Singapore. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
My ex-wife just was in Singapore and visiting her brother in the military.
Oh. Yeah, that's like the other end of the world.
Hmm.
You want to hear something? You want to hear something cool?
I always want to hear something cool.
This really actually warmed my heart today, and I don't say that often, but as you heard me say before, there's actually too many stories to be following right now. And along with the Biden trade for hostages, which I'll get back to in a minute, some group of negotiators, and I'm going to speed this up, down in Gitmo, gave Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, KSM, and two other guys gave them life life in prison instead of the death penalty. They reached an agreement 20 years later, 24 years. I was like, what? But the Secretary of Defense of the Biden administration ripped up the paperwork. The Secretary of Defense said no to the deal after it was done and ripped it up because he has 3,000 families calling him up from 9/11 saying, what the fuck is wrong with your people doing a deal with these three murderers?
Mm.
You've got the mastermind behind 9/11 there, and you've got him in a military prison for 22 years, and you're giving him life instead of the death penalty? You know, why hasn't who are you doing this for?
Mm-hmm.
Think about that for a minute. 23 years later. So boom, all of a sudden your phone starts ringing from 3,000 the most angry parents in the world. They'll be on your doorstep for the rest of your life. So for whatever reason, my man, the Secretary of Defense, tore up the agreement that gave these guys life, and he's a Biden administration Democrat, and I was just like, that's the best thing I've heard in a long time coming from government. Giving these guys a deal.
Right.
Let them sit there every day thinking we're gonna kill them. I don't care. I don't know who's behind the deal. That if you give these guys life, it'll be, well, we're gonna get something accomplished.
Right.
It's like who was wanting that? So yeah, he tore it up because I had to, it took me. I was like, hey, what was that shit I heard the other day that they gave these guys a deal? So luckily, when I dove into it, I was shocked with the great answer. Tore it up. Hallelujah. And that's just real stupid shit we do to ourselves. I don't know why. But luckily, it was over before anybody saw the ink dry.
Yeah.
Because, I know why. They want to close Gitmo. It's always been their dream. I do want to keep it open. The fact that we actually own property in Cuba, I think, is a small miracle. And any military base we have, we probably should keep at this point. It's really not a big deal, especially close to Miami. So they got to get them out of Gitmo if they want to close it. So therefore, they give them a life sentence. They could transfer them to a prison, Supermax.
Yep.
That's why. So it's like, ouch. Still, Obama's was trying to close Gitmo, and it's harder for them than they thought. So yeah, Gitmo's still open. We should have never pulled out of Bagram in Afghanistan. That place was a fabulous base to keep. Had a prison in it for like a couple of thousand people. It's huge. Airports, runways, an hour from China to keep them unhappy. Mm-hmm.
I think the Boston bomber kid is still at Gitmo.
Did they bring him there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think he's still there. There's only like fucking 30 people or 70 people or 100 people there.
But we never bought it for it to be a jail.
Right.
It's been a war base. It's been a strategic war base for since I guess I don't know when, but yeah, it was never meant to be a jail, so no big deal.
Yeah, we're getting deep now, Mitchell. But speaking of, I'm a jet here pretty quick. Even my dog, it's so hot. My dog doesn't even want to be outside.
Oh, I hear you. I hear you. I'll let you go, man. I'm sitting in the AC.
Well, I'm gonna be in the AC here in a minute, but yeah. I think Money is taking a nap, or he's just gone and he left the panel to me and you. I don't know.
We got the keys.
We got
We got the keys.
my mind is like just scrambling right now though too. So it's actually a good time to check out for me so I can go to bed and like wind down a minute.
I understand that.
But it's a lot of stuff that like should be talked about, and I only understand a very small amount of what I hear and learn, and so the more we talk about it, it's great. I learn some, and um, anyway, it's good conversation. Anyway,
Yep. Yeah, I found like 10 new websites that I've been sucking out information from with all these news stories that are going around. It's like, okay, let's see where I'm gonna get it from today.
yeah, right, yep,
It's gonna be a very, 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 very exciting 90 days if you turn the infotainment uh, stations on. It's gonna be very interesting.
yeah. Lot Gonna be lots to happen, and that's
Well, we're almost on a private channel here. It's as good as I'm gonna get. I heard the story today that get this straight. Well, let me make it easy. All right. Kamala's husband had an affair with the live-in nanny, but she wasn't Kamala's husband then. Yeah. Mr. VP had an affair with the live-in nanny.
oh.
Possible love child. But what's I wonder about these women who have attractive nannies too. It's like, have you had your head examined lately?
Right.
You have an attractive young girl living. Oh my! Come on, have you looked at your nanny lately? She's hot. You just don't want her in the house. It just So yeah, that came out. It's like, oh yeah, it's just rolling. Like I
E-
said, it's
even
nothing.
even even Arnold Schwarzenegger had a love child with his nanny, and she was fat and disgusting.
Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So that one came up. I was like, oh, there must be tons and tons and tons of stuff that never comes out till you run for president. Then everything and anything gets thrown on the table somehow.
Well, actually, I shouldn't say she was fat and disgusting, but she was not like a supermodel. Let me say that.
No, the picture of this girl was very attractive compared to actually, she aged, she gained a little weight. They have before and after, and this was a long time ago. Everybody has a weak moment and can't say I'm any better than he is. But yeah, just like they creamed Trump. Let's say they're doing it to the other side now, whether it's the internet or the media. Both sides and both places give you the same treatment.
Hmm.
The information is flowing. Like, yeah, even with Trump, Stormy Daniels wouldn't have meant a damn thing till he ran for president. Then it's
Right.
boom. Then it's boom, boom. I'm gonna get paid now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Mitchell. I'm gonna go kick my dog and then grab my Chinese leftovers, and then I'm going to bed.
All right, B. Say it's good chatting with you, boss.
You too, Mitchell. Hey, I thought we'd catch each other, on TPP or something, but gotta wait.
Well, at least here we're uninterrupted. That's all I can say.
Right.
It's easier.
I wish we would get interrupted, but it's been nice because we can
Agreed.
can
Agreed.
hear each other.
But all right, I'll let you go, boss.
All right. Well, maybe money's gonna come back or not. I don't know, but
That's cool.
uh,
I'll just leave it open. No problem.
all right, man. You have a good night, and I will definitely catch up with you soon.
You got it, boss.
All right. Sweet
Be
dreams.
good. Be easy.
You too.